Good morning, everybody. It's so nice to have you back again today. Today is Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. Things you're going to need today, you're going to need your dice for your WordWall game. You're going to need your journal from yesterday, a paper for some shapes that we're going to be looking up, and a pencil. So let's go ahead and get started with our day. First up is we are going to do some of our sounds, and today we are going to not say the card, we're just going to say the sounds of the card. And so first one I want to remind you is that PH makes that F sound. PH makes the F sound. So when I go through it, you're going to go ahead and say the sound that you see. Okay, so here we go. F, I, F, V, R, Ild. Remember, this is a stick together word family chunk. Oast, same thing, sticks together. O, A, bull, ow, ooh, or O. Tull. Okay, we're going to see if these are real words or not real words, so go ahead and get your hand ready. And we're going to say the sounds together. Here we go. St, ack, stack. That is a word. Spur, ack, sprack. Not a word. Spur, alt, sprawled. Not a word. Spur, apt, sprat. Not a word. Ooh, some of these are kind of tricky today. Spur, azzle, sprazzle. That is not a word. Spur, aggle, spraggle. Not a word. Spur, aggle, spraggle. Not a word. Aggle, veggle. Not a word. Some of these are really funny today. Ooh, I see a double B. So what am I going to do for my syllables? I know I'm going to have to divide that. So this is going to be a 2-pound word. So here we go. Eb, veb, bull, vebble. Vebble is not a word. Ooh, I see a double B again. So I know I have to cut that double B in half for my consonant. So this is going to be a 2-syllable word. Here we go. Eb, veb, B. Vebby. Vebby is not a word. And do you know why I made that Y say the E sound? It's because it was a 2-syllable word. Sk, eb, skeb, B. Skebby. Not a word. These are so silly today. Okay, I saw that double B. I'm going to divide that again. Oop, look at double B again. I'm going to divide that, and this is going to make that Y say the E sound. Here I go. Eb, heb, B. Hebby. Not a word. Eb, heb. Not a word. And I know that's a B because if I make my bed, ed, this is that B. Ench, hench. Not a word. Ench, clench. That is a word. That means when you hold something really tightly. So just want to show you guys real fast that Y, we show that Y at the end of our letters over here. That makes so many sounds, and we've practiced a ton of these. So Y can say y, like a consonant, like yes and yellow and young and yo-yo and yet and yell and you and your. Y can also make the long E sound at the end of a 2-syllable word. So we have baby and funny and mommy and lady and daddy and happy. Those are all 2-syllable words. Y at the end of a 1-syllable word can say the I sound, like fly, cry, try, fry, dry, and shy. And then Y, we haven't practiced this one very much, can also say the short I sound. And that's because when you have it next to a G, it's going to make the G say the J sound, and it also can be in the middle sometimes. So this is Jim and him and gypsy and cymbal and cymbal. This is the instrument symbol, and this is like something that you show. So Y says lots of different sounds. So you got to really train your brain to know what to say. Okay, so let's look at our syllable division. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do this today, tomorrow, and Friday. And so I just want to decide if my syllables are open, which means they make the long sound, or my syllables are closed, which means my vowel is going to say the short sound. So let's go ahead. First thing we do, what do? Find our vowel. So, and we keep practicing this, guys, because I want our brains to be able to break apart those words so easily. So I see my two vowels. And then remember, I don't really care about the consonants at the end. Oops. I want to look for the things that are in the middle. So I see a consonant and a consonant. And who remembers what we do when I have that double consonant? When I have two consonants right here. Most of the time, I'm going to divide that right in half, just like that. So this would make this a consonant, vowel, consonant. So that vowel is smushed in the middle of two consonants. So that makes it closed, and it's going to say the short sound. Over here, I have a consonant vowel, and then I could look here, and I know that's going to be a consonant. So that's also going to be a short sound. So that's going to be closed. So let's go ahead and say our closed sound. Remember, that's going to be our short vowel sound. So here we go. N, ap, nap, k, in, kin, napkin. Napkin is a two-syllable word. Okay, let's try this one. First thing I do, what do, guys? Find my vowels. There's a vowel, my U, find my vowel, there's my O, and then I want to find the stuff that's in the middle first. There we go. And usually I'm going to divide that right in the middle of my two consonants. And the more you train your brain to do this, guys, the easier it's going to be. Okay, so I see this is a consonant, vowel, consonant. So that means that my vowel is sandwiched in between two consonants. So that's going to be closed. It's going to be the short sound. Here is my O. Do I have anything after that O? Nope. So that means it's going to be open, and I'm going to say the name of that vowel. So here I go. Let's go ahead and tap out. It's a two-syllable word. Jum, bo, bow. Jumbo. Jumbo is another word for something really large. So jumbo. Last one. First thing we're going to do is we're going to find our vowels. I see U as a vowel and E as a vowel. And I want to find my consonants. This one's a little tricky because sometimes NP is considered a blend together. Okay, usually I'm going to divide it right in the middle so I keep those consonants separated. So now let's go ahead and look. So this is a vowel team right here. So that's a vowel team. So I'm going to keep that together. So that's one consonant. So I see consonant, vowel, consonant. So that's going to make that vowel closed and short. And then I have consonant, vowel, consonant. And that's going to be another closed syllable. So let's go ahead and tap it out. Remember, keep the vowel or the blend together. Here we go. Trum, et, pet, trumpet. What is a trumpet? A trumpet is an instrument. And sometimes when we say it, we say the it sound. But remember, when I'm breaking apart syllables, I say my syllables and then I'm usually close to a word that I know. And so even though our accent says trumpet, I know trumpet is really close. Okay. So today, guys, I want to talk to you about the short E sound. Now, there are words that we come across that have the EA, and usually that EA says E. It's a vowel team. We keep it together. But sometimes EA can go together, and it can say the eh sound, just like an egg, and just like bread. Some other words that you can think of are like health and bread and breath. So it's sometimes really tricky. You got to try when you see that EA, you definitely want to try that long E sound first and then try the short E sound. I know English is so confusing, guys, but sometimes you have to eat bread with an egg, and that will sometimes help you remember that. So when you're reading today for your 20 minutes, what I want you to do, I'll go ahead and put this here. When you're reading, is I want you to look for EA. Look for EA words while you're reading today. I found one right there. And I want you to see if that EA says E or that EA says E. And I want you to point it out to a family member or whatever you can do. And just see if most of your words that say EA make that E sound or the E sound like an egg. So today we are going to be doing our move and read. And for the next 3 days, we're going to be doing the R blends. I just want to practice those. And these are going to be a little bit trickier, guys, because our vowel team will say something different. So we got to look really closely at what that vowel team. And the first one I see here is actually that EA that we just talked about. If I said this, it would say breed. Breed. Is this a picture of a breed? No, it's not. So I have to go ahead and try that sound for bread. Bread. And what's the boy doing? He's stretching. So even though Ms. Hal cannot see you through the computer, I am trusting that you are doing this exercise right now. So make sure you go ahead and do it. So I'm going to help tap out the words today, and then we're going to read it together. So go ahead and do what the boy or girl's doing, and then we're going to keep going. So ready? Here we go. Bread. Bread. Ooh, balance. Brain. Brain. Arms out. Braid. Braid. Touch that toe. Bride. Bride. That E makes the I say its name. Ooh, this is a very long word, so that's going to tell my brain this is probably a 2-syllable word. So let's go ahead and try that. Ready? Brace. Brace. Let. Oh, this is a bracelet. And you should be pulling up that foot of yours. Brush. Brush. Touch those toes. Broke. Broke. Broken. And I know that this has to be the end of this syllable because I have 3 separate sounds. And remember, 3 separate parts of my syllable is the most I can have. Breeze. Breeze. That's when the wind goes in your face. Okay, so that's where I'm going to stop for today. And then tomorrow we're going to keep going with those R blends. So today for Word Wall, I want you guys to grab your dice. You can pause the video now, or you can do this after you are done. But we have our new Word Wall words. We have going, that root word go, and then we added the suffix. We have a couple red words this week. Been, like I've been doing something. Does, words, and carry. And so I'd like you to do your roll. So you're going to need that piece of paper, and you're going to see which one wins. So yesterday we read a story about Eleanor Roosevelt. It was a biography, which means it is a true story about this woman. She was the president's wife a long time ago, and she helped a ton of people. So today's our second read through this story. Yesterday, you learned a lot of the vocabulary for the words for the story, so you should be able to read alongside with me a little bit better today. Also, it says to search and highlight. We're not going to do that today. We're going to just we're going to use our fingers to highlight. So, Eleanor Roosevelt, and the genre is a biography, and the author wrote this story. The author's purpose is to teach me information. So let's go ahead and get your reading fingers ready. And when we get to the end of the page, we're going to go ahead and do what it tells us to do. Eleanor Roosevelt had everything most people could want. She grew up in a wealthy family. She married a man who became the President of the United States. But Eleanor was not like most people. She wanted to be more than a president's wife. She wanted to help people. So this says I want to underline the main or central idea of this text. So what is this text actually talking about? What did Eleanor want most? Well, it says she was wealthy, so that means she had a lot of money, and that doesn't seem what she wanted. And it said that she was married to a president. That didn't seem to be what she wanted. The main idea tells me that Eleanor wanted she wanted to help people. This is the main idea of the text. This is going to tell me what Eleanor Roosevelt did. So that's the main idea of my text. Eleanor loved to travel. She traveled around the United States in trains. She liked meeting people and learning about them. Eleanor visited farms, schools, and cities. Everywhere she went, she listened to the stories of people who told her about their lives. So I'm going to go down here. It tells me my vocabulary is going to help me. Readers use clues in the words and pictures to figure out unfamiliar words. Underlines the words that help you figure out what traveled meant. So we have to go back to the text. So this is the word traveled right here. So it says, Eleanor loved to travel. She traveled around the United States in trains. Well, what are some clues here that could tell me what travel meant? Well, it told me that she would take a train if she traveled. It also told me she went around the United States. So travel, by looking at what the author put in here, tells me that to travel means to go from place to place. Also, look at our map or our picture. This says this is where she started, Washington, D.C., and she traveled or went to different places in the United States. That's another clue. Eleanor told the president about the people she met. She told him how he could help them. He listened to her ideas, asked many questions, and often agreed with her views. Eleanor met people who worked hard. They didn't have safe places to live. Eleanor helped them find homes. So let's go down here. Let's read really carefully. How did Eleanor help people? Highlight the sentence that helps you answer this question. So I need to look. How did she help people? Well, it says she talked to the president. That's partially how she helped. And then down here, I see the keyword help. And look at this says help. So that tells me in my text, that's going to be a place for me to look. Eleanor helped them find homes. And so this would be the sentence that would tell me what she did. Eleanor met women who wanted to do important things. She helped them get jobs and helped them become leaders. She helped them write stories for newspapers and magazines. Eleanor met people who didn't get paid as much as others. In some places, they weren't allowed to vote. Eleanor helped them fight for their rights. So down here it says, I need to read really carefully. What question could you ask about how Eleanor helped people? Highlight the word that would answer the question. So what question could you ask about how Eleanor helped people? Well, let's go back to the text. I see lots of words helped, and so that's going to be some key things. So it says she helped them get jobs. It said she helped them write stories. It said to help them fight for their rights to vote. Now, this fighting means not like you are hurting somebody. This is when you are, similar to how we talked about how Martin Luther King Jr. fought for rights for people, means that you use your words to persuade people to change their views. In the 1940s, there was a big war. Many Americans fought in the war. They were frightened. Eleanor visited them in Europe and Asia. She helped them feel brave. People loved Eleanor. She made the United States a better place. Learning about her might make you want to help people too. Underline the sentence that tells the main idea of the text. Now remember, we did this in the first part. We said the main idea is that Eleanor loved to help people. And right here, I can see some of that main idea back again. So it says, people loved Eleanor. She made the United States a better place. So that would be another key detail of the main idea, that she made the United States a better place. So the main or central idea of a text is what it's mostly about. Supporting evidence is the details. So we had the main idea, and then below it are those supporting evidence or the supporting details. So what was the main idea of Eleanor Roosevelt? Go back to what you underlined in the text to help you. So let's go back. In the first one, we said that Eleanor wanted to help people was the main idea of the text. So that's, if I go page after page after page, it used that word help over again. So the main idea of the text, and we are going to have to rephrase our sentence. Remember, first graders can't just put one or two words. You have to rephrase the sentence. So I'm going to go ahead to the question and say, so the main idea is Eleanor. I wonder where I could find the word Eleanor. Look, I can find it right there. That I can go back and I can look, so I know how to spell it. The main idea is Eleanor wanted to help people. Okay. And then what supporting evidence gives you to support that idea? So let's go back to our text. It tells me Eleanor traveled around to listen to their stories. Well, that was helpful. It also said Eleanor helped them find homes. That's a supporting evidence of how she helped. It said she helped them write stories for the magazines and newspapers. It also said she helped people find ways to vote. And it said she went and visited soldiers. Those are all supporting evidence. So our main idea is she wanted to help people. So how did she do that? So I'm just going to give one of this. What's supporting evidence? She helped people find homes when they didn't have one. So let me go back and make sure. So I have a capital, and I have my sentence, and I have my period. So that would be all of my ways that Eleanor helped people. So these are my supporting evidence that supported my main idea. Okay. So today's Go Noodle is about anxiety, which is kind of that nervous feeling when you are kind of feeling just uneasy about something. So I'm going to do it with you guys today. So today is relaxing. I do want everyone to do it with me today. And just kind of we're going to work on some breathing about how, like, if you're feeling anxious or nervous about something, how you can help that.
Anxiety is not fun. Anytime you start to notice signs of anxiety in your body, like belly flutters, jittery feet, quick breath, or tingling in your face and hands, you can manage them and stay calm by focusing on your breath. Stand in mountain pose with your feet hip-width apart, your knees and shoulders relaxed, and your palms facing forward. When you focus on a long, slow exhale, you are sending a message to your body that you are calm, you are safe, you are okay. Take a full breath in through your nose. Let your belly soften and expand as it fills with air. Now exhale slowly and completely. As you continue breathing, I'll open and close this ball called a Hoberman sphere to help set the pace. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. 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 Moving your body along with your breath helps strengthen the message you're sending to your body and mind. Breathe. You're calm. You are safe. You are okay. Inhale and lift your arms overhead. Slowly exhale and lower them down, taking the whole length of your exhalation to bring them to your sides. 5 more breaths here. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. 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 Now inhale your arms up, and as you exhale, fall forward. Inhale and roll your body up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale your arms up, and as you exhale, gently stretch to the right side. Back to the center, and exhale to the left. Inhale to the middle. Finally, bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly. Close your eyes if that feels okay for you. Notice how you are feeling. What is happening in your body? What is happening in your mind? When you start to notice signs of anxiety in your body, try making your exhale twice as long as your inhale. If you can, move your body along with your breath. Let your body know that while you might be nervous, you are also confident in your ability to meet whatever challenge is coming your way.
Okay, guys, so that nervousness that you feel sometimes, that is totally normal. And if you focus on your breath, it will make it a lot easier for you. Let's see how many points we got. Ooh, happiness is going fast. Okay, so for writing, yesterday you guys told me about your day. So the story I wrote was today I got to talk to all my kids. It was really exciting for me. First, I sent an email to everyone about our meeting. Then I waited for everyone to join. I was so thrilled when I saw so many smiling faces. Finally, we had to say goodbye. I felt sad when we had to finish the talk. So let's see, did I use my transitional words? So today, let's see, I used the word first. Let's see if I got it. I'm going to highlight it for you guys today. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use this tool. There we go. I got first. See, can I find another? Do you see one for me, guys? If you do, let me know. There's then. Oop, I forgot my zoop. And, oh, look at, I got finally. So what I want you to do is if you didn't add your transition words, I want you to add them to your writing today. You can just make a little caret and put them right on top if you need to. So then I'm going to go through my 5 W's. Did I say who was there? Oh yeah, my kids. That's you guys. Where are they? I didn't really say where we were. So today I got to talk to my kids. It was really exciting. So where did I get to talk to my kids? Today I got to talk to all my kids. A little easier for you guys to see. On the computer at home. It was really exciting for me. Let's see, what are they going to do? Well, I talked about talking to my kids. Why are we doing it? Well, why do you think we talked on the phone or on the computer? I'm going to put that conjunction word. So, because I miss them. And I'm going to change that to an exclamation point because I really miss you guys. And when are you doing this? Well, I said today. So that was yesterday. So now I want to add some detail to my sentence. And this is your challenge today, guys. I need you to add transition words, and then I need you to try to add just 1 or 2 sentences to give some more detail. So first, I sent an email, everyone about our meeting. Then I waited for people to join. I was so thrilled when I saw so many smiling faces. What did we do during our talk? That would be a good detail I could put in here. We did a circle about our weekend. And there's another connecting word. And played 5 seconds. Finally, we had to say goodbye. I felt sad that when we had to finish the talk. So I want you guys to go through and make sure you have capitals at the beginning and periods at the end. And I want you to make sure that you have all those parts for your journal. Now, yours might not be as long as mine, and that's okay. But I want you to try to challenge yourself to write as much detail as possible. So for math today, we've been we're going to finish up 2D shapes because starting tomorrow, we're going to be comparing those 2D shapes, which are those flat shapes, with 3D shapes. But I want to talk to you guys about special shapes today. And these are special shapes called quadrilaterals. And quadrilaterals are different kinds of shapes. Some of them are shapes, like a square and a rectangle, a rhombus. And some of them are shapes that don't really have a name besides they're a polygon. A polygon is any closed shape. So, but quadrilaterals have something really special with the number of sides. And so we're going to watch a really quick brain pop. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and talk about open and closed shapes. Oops. It logged me out, guys.
Hey, Moby. I'm practicing my comedy routine for the talent show. Want to hear some jokes? What did the rectangle say to the circle? I'll see you around. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Everyone loves jokes about shapes, am I right? What are quadrilaterals? A quadrilateral is a closed shape with 4 straight sides. Right, Moby. A square and a rectangle are both quadrilaterals. Both shapes have 4 sides. Remember, quadrilaterals always have straight sides. So, these shapes aren't quadrilaterals. The sides of a quadrilateral can be straight up and down, straight across, or they can be slanted. What did the quadrilateral say to the empty room? Square is everybody. What is the difference between a square and a rectangle? A square has 4 sides, and each side is the same length. A rectangle has 4 sides too. The opposite sides are the same length. An angle is the place for length.
So I want to tell you guys something really quickly. So a rectangle has this side and this side are the same. Now guess what? A square is also a rectangle because this side is the same as this side and this side is the same as this side. So even though a square has 4 sides, every square is also a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square. Kind of confusing.
A rectangle has 4 sides too. The opposite sides are the same length. An angle is the place where 2 lines or sides meet. A shape can have different angles. One angle might be big and wide, and another might be narrow and small. The angles on a square and a rectangle are right angles. Why did the square miss class? Because she sprained her ankle. What is a parallelogram? When lines are parallel, they never cross. The distance between them is always the same no matter where you measure. This quadrilateral has 1 pair of parallel sides. If you extended those sides forever, they would never cross. But this quadrilateral does not have any parallel sides. You know, parallel lines have so much in common. It's a shame they'll never meet. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of parallel sides. A rectangle and a square are both parallelograms. They each have 2 pairs of parallel sides. The parallel sides of a parallelogram are equal. Why did the parallelogram go jogging? So it could stay in shape. What is a rhombus? A rhombus is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of parallel sides.
Now, when you were in preschool, you might have been told that this is a diamond. There are no diamonds in shapes. So a diamond, if you ever see one, is always a rhombus.
And 4 equal sides. Right, Moby. A square is also a rhombus. It has 2 pairs of parallel sides and 4 equal sides. A rhombus, square, and rectangle are all parallelograms. Did you hear about the quadrilateral that got lost? It took the wrong bus. What is a trapezoid? A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with 1 pair of parallel sides. A trapezoid can have a pair of equal sides or no equal sides. How do you catch a quadrilateral? You use a trapezoid. A square Rectangle and rhombus are parallelograms and have two pairs of parallel sides. But a trapezoid only has one pair of parallel sides. You're right, Moby. All quadrilaterals have four sides, but they can look really different. Their sides and angles show how they're alike and different. What did one quadrilateral say to the other? What side are you on? You have a joke? Let's hear it. What do you call a shape that howls at the moon? A square wolf.
Okay, guys, so we got a lot of information about quadrilaterals. So I want to show you guys this. So the quadrilaterals, remember, they are a shape that has closed. So that means that there's no openings where the angles meet. And it has four sides. They can be parallel, which means that they go along the same plane. So this one has two. This is trapezoid. Or this one is both parallel, so it means they're going the same direction. And this one, so quadrilaterals can look very different, but they have four straight sides that are closed. So I want to go back to that closed thing, what we just talked about. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. So closed shapes can have straight or curved lines. And what makes them a polygon is if they have a closed shape, which means they have no openings. So I'm going to point on the shape here, and I want you just to tell me if it's opened or closed. So you're going to notice if it's open because there's going to be like a space somewhere. If there's no space, you're going to say closed. So you are going to talk to the computer right now. Just pretend that Mrs. Hall can hear you. Ready? Here we go. Closed, 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 open. Here's that opening right there. Closed, closed, open. Do you guys see the end right there? That is an open shape, an open polygon. Or that's an open shape. Sorry, guys, not a polygon because it would be closed. Closed, open, closed, 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 open, and open. So a polygon is a shape that's closed, which means it has no openings. And a quadrilateral is a closed shape that has four sides. So today for math, what I want you to do is I want you just to see if you can make a few closed shapes and open shapes. That's it. Super easy today. Okay, so for science, we are finishing up our light unit today or tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. So we did a little bit with mirrors when we were in class. I just want to just remind you about mirrors. Now, today you're going to be asked to use a flashlight. Now, some of you may not have a flashlight at home, but many of your parents have a flashlight on their phone. So if they give you permission to use the flashlight, you can use the flashlight on their phone if they give you permission. So reflecting light. Some objects reflect light. They make light bounce back. Smooth, shiny objects reflect light clearly. That is why you can see your reflection in a mirror. Look at the cheetah in this picture. You can see the images reflected in the water. So what can I assume? Is this water rough or smooth? If I go back to the text, it says it has to be a smooth object for it to reflect. So this water would be smooth. The water is smooth like a mirror. Light from the sun bounces back from the surface, which is why the cheetahs can see their reflection. So today, your challenge is I want you to shine a flashlight on a mirror. Now, you probably don't have mirrors that you can hold, but you have mirrors probably in your bathroom, or you might find mirrors somewhere else in your house. I want you just to investigate what happens when you shine that light. If you are able to move the mirror to see what happens to where the reflection is. Otherwise, move the flashlight and see how, based on where you are standing, how does that reflection change? And then your thought for the day is I need you just to think about, and I would like you to tell a family member, what happened when you moved the light? And what happened when you moved the mirror if you could? So what you need to do with the video, or do it now, you need to do your dice word wall. If you're someone who is just really strong, you know all those words, you can spell them without looking, I would like you to find some challenge words that you would like to practice. Maybe in the Eleanor Roosevelt story, there was quite a few big vocabulary words in there. I need you to add 2 detailed sentences to your writing from yesterday. So I want you to add 2 detailed sentences and transition words. So if you don't have your first, then, next, last, I would like you to please add it. Okay. And then I would like you to try and see what happens when you have a flashlight with a mirror. One more thing I did not add on here, but I'm going to add right now in case you didn't do it with us. Oops. Oh, Miss Hall's trying, guys. Oh, no. Oh, well. There it goes. Sometimes it takes a little while. Okay. One other thing I want you to do is draw a few open and closed shapes. Remember, open, those lines are going to go together, and close, the shape is going to have no open spaces. Rest of your day, I need you to do 15 minutes of Lexia or Splash Learn. Read on Epic, or 20 minutes with a real book to a family member. Tomorrow, I'm going to have you record you reading a book, so make sure you pick out one. You can listen to Mrs. Howell's Read Aloud, which is the action of subtraction today. Make sure you check out the special area schedule on Mrs. Howell's website, and then make sure you do your Google form for Wednesday. So that's it, guys. Guess what? Only 3 more days until our donut party. If you have not gotten the invite from the donut party, please make sure your family checks the email and checks Classroom. There is a video link for how to log in at 6:30 on Friday evening, and I think that's it. So I miss you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.